Hey guys, welcome to the You Are Unstoppable channel. In my last video, I told you about how 2 decades ago I was stuck in a total pit of despair and mental anguish, and I gave you the first step on how to get out of that kind of emotional pain. It doesn't matter if it's huge emotional pain or you're just stuck in a situation where you just can't get over something and it's not that big of a deal, but it's keeping you stuck. This will help with any situation. So today I'm going to give you step 2. And step 2 is to become aware of what you believe to be true about this situation. Because whatever that is, that's giving you the feelings that you have right now. And if those feelings are negative and you're getting stuck in there, then you can't change anything without figuring out what these beliefs are. So how do we do this? We have to examine what our thoughts are. When we examine what our thoughts are, then we're going to understand what the beliefs are. And you will see that the majority of the thoughts that you're having are all based on fear. Like for me, some of the thoughts I was having is like, this is out of my control. This is never going to change. I don't know what I can do because there's nothing I can think of to do. I don't see how things can ever get better. And so those were some of the thoughts I was having. So you want to write those down on a piece of paper, and you will see how powerless you feel to change that. And we're trying to go from a state of powerlessness to empowerment. Because when you start to feel somewhat empowered and feel a little bit of a sense of relief or a little bit of sense of freedom, then you can start to move forward. So on the opposite side of the paper now, you want to list what is the opposite of those thoughts. So if my thought was, this is never going to change, then the opposite thought would be, this is absolutely going to change. Now, maybe you can't make that huge mind shift depending on where you are in the situation. The other option is to come up with what is equally as true. So for me, I could have said what is equally as true is that there will be a solution eventually. I just don't know what it is right now. Or this feels permanent right now, but I know it's only temporary because everything changes and I've always gotten out of bad situations before. So those are some equally as true beliefs. When you have these equally as true beliefs, then your brain can open the door for possibilities. When you have it stuck in that closed door mindset of this is the way it's always going to be, there's no room for the brain to see the new opportunities, and it just keeps you locked in this emotional like vice grip. So you've got to give it a chance to open up and have new possibilities. And that's what happens when you go to the what's equally as true. Another thing that's beneficial, speaking of beneficial, is to come up with the benefits of the situation you're in. There is some benefit, I promise you. There is 2 sides to every coin. And if someone had told me that back 20 years ago, I would have been like, there's no good side of this. But looking back, I can see there were plenty of good sides. So where you are in this situation right now, list the benefits of this bad scenario you have going on. There is some benefits. So if you can have the benefits down there, as crazy as they might seem, they are there, that again allows the brain to start focusing on possibility, and it will open the door to shift you from the feelings of fear and lack of control to a more empowered feeling. That's what we're trying to do, is shift the perspective. So you will go from a mind, in this mind shift, you will go to a new mindset. We're trying to get a new mindset point. And that new mindset point is going to help you break free to take a few steps towards moving forward and get you unstuck, essentially. So your brain needs this to get a different perspective. So again, you want to become aware of what the beliefs are. You do that by writing down what your thoughts are. List every thought you can think of that's negative over there. On the opposite side of the paper, come up with the opposite thought or something that's equally as true and start latching onto that. Start latching on your focus to those things. You will get a sense of freedom. You will get a sense of relief. Even if it's for a split second, you'll be there. and you keep your focus on that, and that's going to start you to be able to move forward just a little bit, even if it's mentally and emotionally for a moment, and you keep your mindset there. But that's the question, is how do you stay there? And I'm going to talk about that in the next video. So if you want more tips on shifting your mindset, go to my blog, which is youareunstoppable.net. You can find all the free tips there to help you shift into a better place. So I hope this helps, and remember, you are unstoppable.